Alright, what's up? It's BBTgetsREAL. Now, the last video I was talking about, stuff that went on Thursday. Yeah. And I told you guys I was going to continue a video about butt whipping. Alright. Now, let me give you a scenario. What would you do if your kid was acting up in the store? Say for Walmart. Like, I like Walmart. Can't disagree on that. But what if your kid was acting up in the store? What would you do? Well, for me, I would give him a butt whooping. No means necessary. He cutting up, I cut up. Alright? Now, butt whoopings or spankings are, a piece of disciplinary action. It's not child abuse. It's a piece of disciplinary action. Get that? Get it? Do you get it? Not child abuse. Oh my gosh, they're beating their kid. Oh, it's child abuse. No. It's a piece of disciplinary action. And where you take the hand and smack it on the booty. The hoochie. The bungie. Put it Bahamian ways. The bungie. And certain parents take spanking a little bit too far. And then some do it where it's just right. And then some parents do it where it's just little. Alright. Now there are categories. Now, let me get on to this child abuse thing. Child abuse is beating your kids on purpose. Like, what I mean by that on purpose, they didn't do anything wrong. They did not do anything wrong to receive that beating. You're punching them, you're smacking them, you're hitting them with poles, metallic pipes, wires, extension cords, paddles. The list can go on and on and on. You're practically abusing them with no reason. Just because it's fun? Fun to abuse your kids is fun? You know what's fun? Seeing your butt go to jail. That's what's fun. Seeing your behind getting electrocuted in an electric chair. That's what's fun. And you know what else is fun? I would like to see your behind get flogged by the law, in which they were talking about on CNN on my last video. That would be fun. Huh? Abusing your children? Let's see you get flogged. What about that? Is that fun? Yes, it would be to the law. Come on now. About to preach. About to preach. This is why I call it BBT Gets Real, because I'm getting real. So, I would just put the kid out of his misery, you know what I mean? Like, I would just give him up for adoption, If you know you're going to be an abusive parent and not going to be a good parent, give the kid up for adoption. Times we have sex and everything like that. But, like, if you're not going to have the kid, just give it up for adoption. If you know you're going to be an abusive parent, just give it up for adoption. That's all I got to say. And then you're an idiot who are going to abuse a child and, not put it out of his or her misery, Like, that's just cruel, you know what I mean? I mean, if you're going to be an abusive parent, or you think you are, then don't have the child. That's just flat out. Now we move on to spankings. Alright, now spankings is a totally different thing. It's not child abuse. It's teaching your kids what's right and what's wrong. Okay? Acting up in the store is wrong. Them throwing a temper tantrum is wrong. They're throwing themselves on the ground, crying and screaming is wrong. Especially when you can't have your own way. Okay, now watch this. Walking through Walmart. Kid picks up something. Hey, Daddy, can I have this? Sure. kid satisfied. Okay. Say if we don't have the money. Dad picks up. No, the little kid picks up the stuff. Say, Daddy, can I have this? Say, no, we don't have money. Kid throws a tantrum. Now, there's one or two ways you can bring this out. You can, one, go nuts on the kid when he goes nuts. Two, go leave the situation alone, and then when you get home, you beat his behind, his or her behind. Or three, leave it alone. Now, most leave it alone, and that's sad. You know, I would pay to see a child get beat for acting up in the store. I've seen a couple kids act up in the store, and the parents don't do anything about it. You know, there are certain people out there who won't do anything about their kids. Like, they will say, oh, I'm going to take away your Game Boy. I'm going to take away the TV. You know darn well that kids are slick enough today to go into your stuff and find what you hid, or reverse the situation. Like, you say they can't watch TV, like they're grounded from it. You know, they'll find a way to watch TV, or find a way to use the computer, or find their PlayStation or Xbox 360 or stuff like that. And you know, that's slick. You know, we are slick. They are slick. So yeah. So you know, that won't help. That nice talk won't help, because they take nice talks lightly. But when we get serious and when we threaten, they start to listen. They don't want to have the punishment. And you know, that's not good parenting. You let your kid run around. You know, your daughter, 15 years old, and you telling her to like save herself till marriage, but the way you punish isn't strong enough, and your daughter coming home as a slut and a hoe, and she having sex with all these guys, having sex with half the city. You know what I would have done with my daughter after that? I would have just sold her. I would have beaten her behind. I would have locked her up. She would be so grounded to the point where she would probably won't be able to breathe. She will be grounded to the point where all she has to do is go to school and come back home, and that's her life. She don't watch no TV, no cell phone, no internet. She has to do her work out of all the books. I'm gonna be a strict parent, for real. Like, I'm going to be a good parent. Like, but I'm going to make sure my kids are in tip-top shape. Like, you got to have them in line. So when they go twisted this way, you got to have them, you know. When that train derails, you got to pick it back up. You got to keep going. Alright? So, yeah. You know, and some say butt whipping is like an offense to your kids. Like, you're not allowed to hit your kids. You're allowed to hit your kids. Okay, watch this. I was watching this one video where this kid was talking to his mama, and he slapped his mom. I would have hit my kid dead on after that. He slapped me, bam! I was like, I'll yank this shit, don't you ever. Now, I didn't say a bad word, I said shirt, okay? I would have yanked his shirt. And I was like, you hit me again, I swear I hit daylights out of you. You understand me? Hit me again, I hit you straight to hell. You hear me? Look them in the eyes. You gotta be serious. You gotta get that angry face. That girl touch you, hit them back, you grab that shirt. You're like, you understand me? Like, give him that threat. Give him that threat. This is Oprah, not Oprah, Oprah, because the O is masculine and the A is feminine. So this is the Oprah, okay? The Oprah show. See what I mean? Like Glozell is, yeah, what's up, Glozell? Glozell is the other Oprah, and this is the Oprah. Alright? You know, some of y'all parents need to take this into consideration, you know? Like, what would you do if your kid was acting up in the store? Are you gonna pay $20 for a belt and beat him? 2, go home and then beat him? Or 3, do nothing? Like, for real. Like, y'all can do one of the two. Like, teach your kids the right way to act. See, for me, I got butt whoopings, okay? And I'm straight. You know? I know what's right. I know what's wrong. And, you know, it was cool. You know? They gave me butt whooping. They told me not to do that again, not to say that again, stuff like that. I'm like, okay. You know? Because it says in the Bible, spare the rod, spoil the child. So, you know, you got to whoop your kids. And it doesn't say in the Bible where you cannot whoop your kids, okay? I might have missed something. I don't know. I could probably make this a part 1 or a part 2, but you know what I'm saying. Well, I hope some parents take this into consideration, because this is some good stuff, you know. I'm Christian, and y'all might get some Christianity out of me. All right, this is BBT Gets Real out.